In 1968, Homer Scott Sr. purchased a small bank in Sheridan, Wyoming. That endeavor was the start of First Interstate Bank. Homer knew that the bank would only be as strong as the communities it served. Today, Homer's credo still holds true. First Interstate has donated more than $20 million and 154,000 volunteer hours to nonprofit organizations and the communities it serves. First Interstate Bank. It's you and I together.
Make a lasting first impression for your business with a professional sign from SignPro. Since 1990, SignPro has been serving the Billings area. From vehicle graphics to banners, lighted business signs, decals, and displays, SignPro will transform your concept into reality. Explore the endless possibilities SignPro can create for your business.
Sign up with SignPro.
Find out what you need to know from the experts on YourBigSky.com.
Welcome everyone to the Fortin Center in Billings, Montana. Tyler Wilchin with you here as we bring you Rocky Mountain College Battlin Bear basketball as the men's team gets ready to take on Salish Kootenai College for their second game of the year. Rocky coming off of a convincing 123-68 win over Yellowstone Christian College on Wednesday night, behind 13 points from Joel Towers. He had an outstanding contest in his debut for Rocky Mountain College. 28 points, though, from Austin Payne. Stole the show in that contest for Payne. He was able to be with the team in practice last year for the second half of the season, but this year in the lineup, and man, did he bring his effort. He was 12 of 16 from the floor. But Rocky looks to continue on that path tonight against a Salish Kootenai team who is coming off of a hard start to their season. They lost last night to UM Western 125-65. So it could be another lopsided adventure here tonight. But for Rocky, another chance to continue to fine-tune things before they start to get even further down into the season. Their next outing will be against MSU Billings here on November 1st on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. So the Bears and the Salish Kootenai Bison getting ready to tangle here from the Fortin Center. It's the second of two games here tonight. The women tipped things off earlier tonight. Rocky getting a convincing 91-34 win over Salish Kootenai, behind 17 points each from Haley Farstreet and from Brooke Jones. The Bears ladies team looks very good in their game, and we hope to see much the same out of the Rocky men here tonight. Meanwhile, for the Bears, as this place continues to fill up, we've got an excellent crowd just behind me. You can see in our camera angles the crowd across the way. It's filling in as well, as I think the word kind of got out about how fun this team is to watch, breaking the century mark in their last game out. In fact, scoring 123 points. Offense was not a question, as the Bears hit 11 three-pointers in the game, hit 46 of 74 from the floor. That's 62%. And out-rebounded Yellowstone Christian 57-14. It was a very one-sided affair, but I think the nice part about the game for Rocky was the fact they were able to see so many different lineups in that game. It gave Coach Drykosen a good opportunity to test a few things and a good opportunity to see who fits well together in this lineup. I know that it being a lopsided affair, it's hard to judge much from those types of games, but Rocky was very solid in most facets of the contest the other night, and they're going to look to continue to pick things up here in this one. Let's go ahead and meet the starters for tonight's game. The starters for the visitors, they will go with Aquino Brinson, Jeremiah Northpegan, and Jaden Bautista in the backcourt. Bautista coming off of 15 points. Brinson had 16 against UM Western. Tyson Freiberg and Zachary Mills will be the starters at forward for Salish Kootenai. Meanwhile, for Rocky Mountain College, the backcourt will feature Latrell Franklin, the 5'8" sophomore from Temecula, California, and Chad Canadan, the 6'1" senior from Roy, Montana. Rounding out the backcourt will be Grant Wallace, Satchel McDonald, the 5'11" junior out of St. Louis, Missouri, a transfer from Shawnee Community College. Danny Betcher, the 6'7" junior from Billings West, as well as his former high school teammate, Jared Samuelson, the 6'7" sophomore out of Billings West, a transfer from the University of Montana. Those will be the starters for Coach Bill Drykosen as he begins his 18th season at the helm here at Rocky Mountain College. We're going to step aside for a timeout while they do the national anthem. We'll be back with the opening tip-off in just a moment. Back in 3 minutes here at the Fortin Center.
community. We are proud. We are business. Nothing sells like success. Western Security Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Team is here when you need us. Offering ACL reconstruction, arthroscopic meniscus treatment, rotator cuff repair, foot and ankle surgery, hip and knee replacements, hand and wrist surgery. Our team of surgeons, therapists, and athletic trainers will get you back in the game. No matter what year you graduated or what your injury. Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
Planning a stay in Billings? See what the newly renovated Billings Hotel and Convention Center can do for you. With its state-of-the-art sound system, the Billings Hotel and Convention Center is the best place in Billings to host your next meeting or conference. Ease your cares from traveling in the newly renovated rooms or relax in the hot tub while the kids enjoy both of the indoor water slides. And if you want to really enjoy the big game, experience the renovated Sports Lounge, complete with giant flat screens for your viewing pleasure. Locally owned and operated, the Billings Hotel and Convention Center is your best bet on your next stay in Billings.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy, but for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Team is here when you need us. Offering ACL reconstruction, arthroscopic meniscus treatment, rotator cuff repair, foot and ankle surgery, hip and knee replacements, hand and wrist surgery. Our team of surgeons, therapists, and athletic trainers will get you back in the game. No matter what year you graduated or what your injury. Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Fortin Center, where the Rocky Mountain College Battlin Bears are being announced as they get ready to take on the Salish Kootenai College Bison. It should be a fun game here. If it's anything like the offensive output that we saw from Rocky on Wednesday night, it's sure to entertain this crowd. To remind you of the starters for Rocky, Littell Franklin and Chad Cannonen, along with Satchel McDonald, will be in the backcourt. The front court will consist of Danny Betcher and Jared Samuelson, both Billings West products. Samuelson, you'll remember, played for the University of Montana last season, where he averaged 5.1 points per game and 57% from the field, but decided to transfer here to Rocky in the offseason. Didn't really fit with the offense, he didn't think, over there at Montana. Decided to get a little bit closer to home, and I think it's safe to say he fit in well the other night. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds. His time was a little bit limited, however, just due to the nature of that game. He got into some foul trouble early, and then it being such a blowout late, Coach Drykosen was trying so many different lineups to see what would take, and so Samuelson's time a little bit limited, but I think he was happy with his debut. So we will get things ready to go. Rocky will be dressed in their home white uniforms with those green numbers trimmed in gold. Salish Kootenai dressed in black with silver numerals. They are coached by Zachary Conco-Camel. They'll start Brinson, North Pegan, Bautista, Freiburg, and Mills. And the Rocky Bears win the tip as we see Franklin come out with it, quickly gets it out to Cannonen, who hits a three-pointer. What a way to get things started. Chad Cannon and the pride of Roy, Montana, connecting from long distance. Here now is Aquino Brinson running the point. He'll drive to the left and a foul. No, they're going to say that he carried the basketball. So a quick turnover will give it right back to Rocky with their early 3-0 lead. Here comes Latrell Franklin. He had 4 points, 2 assists, and a couple of steals the other night. Into the post. Here is Betcher. Back out, they'll try to get it. The ball knocked around and stolen away by the Bison. Quickly down the floor, they try to get it to Brinson, but it was a little bit too long, and the loose ball will be gathered up by McDonald. He goes the other way, gives it off for Franklin, who gets it to Samuelson. His shot is good. He will be fouled and go to the line for and one. Jared Samuelson with the basket, and they're going to whistle the foul against Jeremiah Northpegan. That is his first and the first of the half on Salish Kootenai. So Jared Samuelson will head to the line. Such an outstanding player, along with Danny Betcher at Billings West. The free throw is up and good. 6-0 early lead for Rocky Mountain. On the right is Brinson. He'll give it into the corner for Bautista. Bautista trying to drive on Cannon, gets into the lane. The shot contested by Betcher, but Bautista able to find the bottom of the net. Now the shot on the way for Franklin. A long three is no good. Thought he got fouled, but there was no whistle. On the left, Bautista drives, takes the quick shot. It's no good. The rebound comes off for Franklin. Franklin on the other end of McDonald, skips it out to Cannonen. Extra pass up top. Samuelson, another pass to Franklin. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound tipped by Samuelson. McDonald comes down with it. Here's Cannonen, NBA three. That one is no good. Outlet pass nearly stolen away by Franklin. Spotting up for three is Bautista, and he knocks it down. Bautista has all 5 of SKC's points, and it's 6-5 Rocky. He could be a dangerous player. At 15 points against Montana Western last night. Here's Cannonen trying to answer with the three. It's no good. And on the rebound, Betcher is going to be whistled for an over-the-back violation. Danny Betcher, that's his first, and the first team foul on Rocky Mountain College. So the Bears will have MSU Billings on November 1st. That game right here at the Fortin Center should be an outstanding matchup. Inter-city matchup. Crosstown rivalry. Bounce pass to the top of the circle. Here's Bautista, a three-pointer. It's no good. Now Brinson, he'll drive the baseline, trying to get around McDonald. Great job of defense there by McDonald. Up top, Bautista will recycle the offense with 5 on the shot clock. Bautista trying to shake Cannon and fires up a three-pointer, and it's no good. A shot clock violation will be whistled. That one didn't draw iron. And they will give the ball back to Rocky Mountain College, already the 3rd turnover of the game. Here comes Latrell Franklin. He'll give it off for McDonald. Quickly into the right corner. Cannon and drives the baseline. Back out McDonald. He'll go into the lane. The runner off the window is good for 2. Satchel McDonald had a double-double on Wednesday night with 11 points and 10 rebounds. And he's into the scorebooks early in this one. 8-5 Rocky. Here's Brinson, a three-pointer from the right wing is good. Aquino Brinson with the triple to tie it at 8. Brinson had 16 points. He hit 3 of 7 from outside against UM Western. And right now, Salish Kootenai giving Rocky all that it can handle. Here's McDonald, up to Franklin. Bounce pass right for Cannonen. In the corner, nice pass to the cutting Franklin. It's no good on the shot, and the rebound comes off to the Bison. Here's Freiberg, trying to get around his defender, bounces it out. Now he gets it back. Tyson Freiberg, 8 points, but 5 turnovers last night against the Bulldogs. 11 seconds to shoot. Here's Brinson, up to Bautista. He'll go to the left, feeds it back off. Now up at the top of the circle, Mills will fire a 3, and he knocks it down. Zachary Mills with the triple, and Salish Kootenai has taken an 11-8 lead over Rocky Mountain College. Zone defense being played here by Salish Kootenai. You can hear Coach Drykosen calling for the penetration. Here's McDonald in the post. Misses short off the window. The rebound comes off to Mills. Outlets to Brinson. He'll run the left side of the floor. Pulls it up in front of Franklin. Brinson now in between the circles. Bounces to the left. Here's Freiberg. Jump stops, takes the pull-up jumper. It's short. Rebound goes to McDonald. He'll work it quickly down the floor. Dribbles off of his knee, but keeps it going. Now a pass is tipped away and stolen by Brinson. He races in, tries to get by Samuelson, goes to the rack, misses short on the shot, and Samuelson collects the board. Here's McDonald to Franklin, out to Cannon, and a three-pointer on the way. Rims out, no good. Rebound to Freiberg. McDonald tries to tie him up, and a timeout going to be taken here by Coach Zachary Conco-Camel to prevent the turnover on the tie-up. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we will step aside as Salish Kootenai leads Rocky 11-8. Back in 30 seconds.
I'm Robbie Smith, and when you come to our dealership, you will see we all do business the Bob Smith way. We understand that in today's marketplace, you can buy online or pretty much any place to purchase your next vehicle. But at Bob Smith, we believe we can give you that next level of service, something beyond internet shopping. We provide you with the service, parts, and follow-up to make sure you're satisfied for the life of your vehicle. We are Bob Smith.
Just underway here at the Fortin Center, 15:01 to play in the first half, and Rocky is trailing Salish Kootenai College by a score of 11-8. Bison have the basketball. As working into the front court is new player into the game, Tyson Shambo. Shambo goes to the right side. Here's Freiberg. He works into the paint for Mills. Has the ball knocked away and stolen by McDonald. Satchel McDonald in transition. Nice feed out. Here's Franklin, a three, and it's good. Latrell Franklin with the triple. We are tied at 11. Here's Aquino Brinson running the point. McDonald has come out to guard him. He gets a screen from Mills and drifts to the right. Keeps his dribble going. Now stops into the corner. Freiberg feeds Mills. Back out. Brinson. He'll penetrate in front of Cannon and tries the shot. It's no good, but he'll get two free throws. Jared Samuelson came over. And I think, no, they're going to call it on Cannon on the reach from behind. That's his second team foul on Rocky. So Samuelson tried to cut him off, but they're going to whistle Cannon for the foul from behind. And now Aquino Brinson will go to the line for two. Brinson coming off of 16 points on 3 of 7 three-point shooting against UM Western last night. Hits the first free throw. And the Bison retake the lead. McDonald and Franklin will come out of the game as we see Colin May and Joel Towers check back in. Checking in for the first time tonight. Towers had 13 points and 6 assists against Yellowstone Christian. Brinson, second free throw in and out. Rebound goes to Samuelson. Austin Payne in the game, coming off of 28 points for Rocky on Wednesday, and he'll hit one from the right elbow. Austin Payne. What a debut he had on Wednesday night. 28 points, 12 of 16 shooting in that game for Austin Payne. Here's Freiberg, working for Salish Kootenai. To the right block, takes the pullback jumper, it's no good. Rebound, a long one goes to Payne. He gets cut off by Mike Leslie, who just checked in the corner. Here's Jared Samuelson. He loses the ball right to Freiberg. Nice bounce pass down the floor. They get it for Tyson Shambo, and they're going to call a foul. That one contested. They're going to whistle Colin May for stepping in front. And we'll get a couple of free throws here for Tyson Shambo, and that's one of those that could have gone either way. We're going to take a timeout, and we will see Tyson Shambo shoot free throws when we come back. Rocky leads at 13-12, back in 1 minute.
As the saying goes, it takes a village. But we think there's more to it than that. At First Interstate Bank, we've come to realize that sometimes all it takes is a single person. A smile, a handshake, a tip of the hat, and the knowledge that you can count on them to be by your side. That things are going to be done and done right. Being a part of our community, it's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. You want a large hand-tossed pepperoni and mushroom? $10. Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carry-out deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
Somewhat of a stunned crowd here at Rocky. We've got a good one going here early on. 13:31 to play in the first half. Rocky leads it 13-12. But some free throws coming here for Tyson Shambo after a controversial play right before that timeout. Colin May stepped in front of him, and it looked like it could have been called a charge right underneath the basket. It was within that restraining circle, however, and Colin May gets called for the blocking foul. And I think that's pretty much a textbook call. Whenever a player's inside that restraining circle, you're not going to get a charge call, that's for sure. Free throw 1 was good, free throw 2 is good, and Salish Kootenai back in front, 14-13. Samuelson, Payne, Cannonen, May, and Towers in the game right now for Rocky. Here's Towers, a three-pointer from the left side is good. Joel Towers with the triple. Puts Rocky back in front, 16-14. A bounce pass on the right. Frank runs above, who just checked into the game. Goes on the left for Shambo. Shambo drives, kicks back to runs above, who will work it out to the top of the circle. Drives right, flings it up top. Here's Tyson Freiberg with the basketball.
8 seconds.
7 seconds to shoot. In the post they go to Jordan Northpegan, and he is fouled. And that will reset the shot clock up to 20 seconds for Salish Kootenai, as Austin Payne gets whistled for his first and the third team foul. That stomping sound you hear in the background is Coach Drykosen. He's obviously not happy with the way his team has started this game. Freiberg will check out of the contest as we see Kobe Morjo check in for the first time. He'll fire in the inbound pass to Frank runs above. Two-point lead for Rocky. Here's Mills into the lane, off the window. He gets that one to fall and ties the game at 16. May to the high post for Payne, kicks it out to Cannonen on the right. Back to May, now to the left for Towers. Into the post for Samuelson. He'll fire it out to May. May into the lane, out to Payne, a three-pointer up and good. From the top of the key, Austin Payne with the triple. Across the timeline comes Frank runs above. Trying to get it to the high post for Mills. It's deflected out of bounds. Nice play there by Austin Payne. 16 on the shot clock for Salish Kootenai. We're going to see Satchel McDonald check back into the game for Rocky Mountain College. He will replace Cannonen. Towers, May, Payne, Samuelson, and McDonald on the floor for the Bears. Get the ball into the backcourt, into the hands of Aquino Brinson. Brinson pump fakes, now gives to the high post for Mills. He'll fire up a three. It's rejected by Samuelson. Ball's loose. Mill collects it, gives it out to his teammate, Mike Leslie, who hits a mid-range jumper. And it's now 19-18 in favor of Rocky. Good play there by Mills to stay with it after he had his shot blocked. McDonald working against this 2-3 zone defense. Throws to the right. Towers into the lane. Tries to feed Payne. But we're going to see a foul called against Salish Kootenai. We're going to call it on Frank runs above, his first, second team foul on Salish Kootenai. Danny Betcher will check back in, replacing Samuelson. Bears will spread it out across the free throw line, extended. Here's May, triggering the inbounds to Joel Towers in the corner. He'll drive, kicks out. McDonald thinks about a three, instead drives, tries the finger roll. It's no good, but a foul going to be whistled. And Satchel McDonald will go to the line after the foul is called against Mike Leslie. Satchel McDonald, so impressive in his debut on Wednesday night for Rocky. Comes from St. Louis, Missouri, went to Shawnee Community College before transferring here. Had a double-double in that game against Yellowstone Christian, 11 points and 10 boards. First free throw is good. He has 3 points in this game. We'll see Jeremiah Northpegan check back into the game. And here's McDonald. Shot on the way, and that one's good. Rocky's lead is up to 3, 21-18, nearing 11 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Brinson, a screen. At the top of the circle, terminates his dribble, now gives to the right. Ball loose, and it's muscled away by Satchel McDonald. McDonald bounces ahead for Payne. Starts his dribble, now gives to May. May down into the paint, and he gets the layup off the glass. Colin May, the junior out of Lovell, Wyoming, another transfer out of Maryville State College. 23-18 Rocky. Here's Leslie backing in on Betcher, takes the turnaround, no good. Betcher clears the glass. Here's Towers. On the baseline, feeds Betcher, and they're going to whistle Betcher for a travel. That turnover is number 4 on Rocky. Here comes Brinson. He'll work on the right wing. It's a screen from Larson, or Leslie, I beg your pardon. Brinson gives it off for Northpegan. Back to Brinson, now into the post they go. The ball stripped, and McDonald comes away with the loose ball. Here's McDonald driving in, and he'll get the lay-in to fall. Satchel McDonald. Now we're going to have a stoppage of play here as Colin May on the other end didn't go back with his team offensively on that fast break. He gets up, I think he took a knee right in a spot where you don't want to take a knee, and he'll come off the floor. Trey Larson will check in for the Bears, the 6-foot junior out of Gillette, Wyoming. 8.6 boards on Wednesday night. He will relieve Colin May. Now we'll see Brinson across the timeline. He goes to the left for Freiberg. Freiberg gets a screen, works to the top of the circle, now to the free throw line. The jumper up, and that one's no good. So Salish Kootenai now has started to go cold offensively, and we'll see if Rocky can continue to take advantage. Their lead is 7. Here's Larson to the corner for Betcher. Mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound tipped out by Payne and collected by Northpegan. The Bison running the other direction. Here's Leslie, a 3. That one's short. Rebound tipped right into the hands of Satchel McDonald. McDonald trying to run the fast break here. Drives. Tries the shot. It's rejected by Leslie. Loose ball is gathered by the Bison. Here comes Brinson the other direction. He'll take the finger roll and lays it in for 2. Aquino Brinson now with 6 points. 25-20, Rocky in the lead. Here's Austin Payne. He'll take the shot from the foul line. It's no good. Rebounded by Betcher. Ball rotation to Towers, who knocks down a triple. Joel Towers with the 3. On the other end, Brinson with the answer. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Drykosen. He is not happy. The Rocky lead is 28-23. We'll be back in 1 minute.
My grandfather had a vision to build a car dealership way out in the west end of Billings on 24th and Central. All that was there was a Kmart, Sades Drive-In, and Stewart Barn, even before Rimrock Mall. Now Billings has grown up around us, and we're still here. The Lincoln brand was strong then, and it's stronger today than it's ever been. He was Bob Smith. We are Bob Smith. It's not just a name, it's a way of doing business.
Coach Drykosen took the timeout to get his team rallied here. Just when it looks like Rocky's about to pull away, Salish Kootenai with a couple of back-to-back baskets. They trail by 5. Here's Towers, who hit a 3 a moment ago. To McDonald, to the left baseline. They'll kick it back out. Towers, a 3. That one's good. Joel Towers creating offense, his 3rd three-pointer of the game. Here's Brinson. He's been the spark plug so far for Salish Kootenai. Bounces to the right, into the hands of Bautista. He'll drive, kicks it out, and a jumper by North Egan is good for 2. On the left, McDonald. He'll try to throw it up top. It's tipped away by Brinson. Samuelson collects the loose ball, gets it to Betcher, who misses on the lay-in. But a blocking foul going to be called against Tyson. Nope, they don't call it on Freiberg. They call it on Bautista, his first. And we will see Danny Betcher go to the line for 2. Betcher, who last season averaged 4.4 points a game and 4.5 rebounds per game. Much more expected out of him this year. First free throw is up and good. So far, living up to those expectations, he had 12 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists against Yellowstone Christian on Wednesday. Betcher getting ready for the second. And that one is short, so he goes 1 for 2 from the line. Samuelson there, though, collects the board and lays it in for 2. Nice play by Samuelson to stay tenacious on the glass. The Rocky lead is 9. Here's Brinson. 2 shots, no good, and the rebound will come off for Satchel McDonald. Shotguns it down the floor to Towers, but it was over his head and out of bounds. We will see Grant Wallace, the 6'8 sophomore out of Kuskia, Idaho, check in for the Bears. He will take over for Danny Betcher. Wallace coming off of a 12-point night against Yellowstone Christian College. Now a loose ball gathered up by McDonald. He gets trapped in the corner but feeds it out for Larson. Down the floor they go to Wallace. On the left for Towers. Towers back to McDonald. Now to Towers on the left. He'll pull up for a 3-pointer. That one gets wedged between the backboard and the glass. That'll be a jump ball and it will be given back to Salish Kootenai. We will see Latrell Franklin come back into the game for the Bears, as will Mike Leslie for Salish Kootenai. On the floor right now for the Bears, Latrell Franklin, Jared Samuelson, Satchel McDonald, Grant Wallace, and Trey Larson. It's a lineup we didn't see much of on Wednesday night. Now a foul away from the basketball. They're going to call it against Rocky. And that will be the first on Latrell Franklin, pushing away from the basketball. And that will be the 5th team foul of this first half. Salish Kootenai inbounds for Freiberg. Freiberg bounces to Leslie in the right corner. He'll feed the post, trying to get a mismatch, but it's tipped away by the Bears. Here's Samuelson into the lane, tries to kick it out, but they're going to call him for a charge as he ran over Freiberg. For Jared Samuelson, that'll be his first. Team foul number 6. And we will have a timeout on the floor. Rocky leads it by 9. We'll be back in 1 minute.
It hasn't been an easy path, but looking back, you wouldn't change a thing. Tradition, heritage, as well as keeping an eye out for the future, are all part of belonging to this place. We feel the same way, not only about life here, but about banking and our responsibility to be there for you in any way we can. Financial success at home and on the range, it's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
It's hard to be in college and not be focused.
Being an athlete even helps you become more and more focused.
If I don't stay focused, I fall way behind on schoolwork.
A lot of homework on the bus and in hotel room.
This is one of the most formational times in your life, and so it's important to make healthy choices.
Because people who are tobacco free just do better in school.
I don't use tobacco. I feel like your body is your temple.
I don't think I'd be the person I am today if I had used tobacco products.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
6:50 left to play in the first half. Rocky leading Salish Kootenai College by a 34-25 margin. Tyler Wilchin with you here courtside. The producer, director, engineer, Brad Ritterott, manning the controls for us tonight, along with some outstanding camera folks stationed around the gym. We want to thank them for all of their help tonight. On the right, here's Tyson Freiberg. Up to the top of the circle they go to Jaden Bautista. He'll drive, has the ball knocked away, and then tried to save it from going out of bounds, but turns it over to the Bears. Here's Latrell Franklin. He'll work it down the floor for the Bears. Franklin goes to the left, gives off for McDonald. He'll stop at the foul line. Looks low, instead has to give it back out for Larson. Larson gets bumped as he tried to turn the corner. They'll whistle the foul against Tyson Shambo. Shambo's first 15th foul on Salish Kootenai. Inbounding will be Franklin. He's joined on the floor by Wallace, McDonald, Samuelson, and Larson. Here's Larson on the left wing. He'll get it inside. Nice move by Samuelson. He'll get the shot to fall and will go to the line for one free throw. They whistle the foul against Mike Leslie, his second. So Jared Samuelson has had 1 and 1 opportunity tonight. He converted. Samuelson with 7 points so far in the game. Perfect from the floor. 3 of 3 from the field and 1 of 1 from the line. Chad Cannonen checks back into the game. And the free throw is good for Samuelson. Mills has checked back in for Salish Kootenai. Here he is at the top of the circle. Over on the right side, they get it to Alex Pakotis, his first time into the game. To Mills. Mills works right, spins to the left, tries the shot. It's off the mark to the left, and the rebound is gathered by Franklin. Franklin, nice pass out to Cannonen, who's wide open. And if Chad has left that open, he's going to bury the 3 as he did there. Largest lead of the game for Rocky. It's 40-25. Bears starting to pull away here, trying to get another defensive stop, a tie-up, and a travel going to be whistled against Tyson Shambo. Jeremiah Northpegen checks back into the game, as does Aquino Brinson. Brinson, so far, the leading scorer in the game for Salish Kootenai. He has 9 points. McDonald goes on the left wing for Franklin. He'll try to throw it inside, but the ball tipped away and stolen by Brinson. Brinson bounces ahead. Here's Freiberg working in, can't convert the layup, and the ball will go out of bounds. Last touched by Freiberg, and Rocky will get it back. This Salish Kootenai team has a whole different feel to it when Aquino Brinson is on the floor. They move a little faster. He's a very good defender and pretty good passing the basketball as well. Here's Samuelson at the foul line. Penetrates against Leslie. Has his shot altered, but Leslie's going to be whistled for the foul. And Samuelson will go to the line for 2. That's already 3 on Mike Leslie. And that is the 7th team foul on Salish Kootenai, so we will see bonus free throws now for Rocky from here on out in this half. First free throw is good. And already for Jared Samuelson, 9 points. He can be the first player into double figures if he can hit this next one. He does, and he is still perfect from the floor. 3 of 3 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line. Has 3 rebounds and a block as well. Here's Brinson working on the right, guarded by Satchel McDonald. Bounces to the high post for Leslie. The ball is kicked. And no, they're going to call a foul. as they'll call it against Grant Wallace, his first. Team foul number 7, and we will see 1 for 1 coming up here for Mike Leslie. Colin May will check back into the game for the Bears to relieve McDonald. Leslie will go 1 for 1. It is up, and that one is good. So he will earn himself one more. Leslie, second free throw, and that one is good, but they'll wave it off saying that he committed a lane violation. 42-26 the score. Rocky in front now by 16. This was a back and forth affair up until about the last 3 or 4 minutes, and Rocky has pulled away. Here's Samuelson, nice feed to the baseline for Wallace, who's able to convert. The high-low feed from Samuelson to Wallace turns into points for the Bears. A high screen declined by Freiberg. He works into the lane, kicks it out on the left side. Three-pointer on the way is wide and no good. Rebound collected by Grant Wallace. Now to Franklin. Bounces out to the right, but Brinson steps in front of the pass, and they will have a foul called against Latrell Franklin as he continued after the pass, knocked over Jeremiah Northkeegan. That's the second on Franklin. We will see Jaden Batista check back into the game. He has 5 points. Also coming in is Trey Larson. He'll come in for Franklin. Salish Kootenai will bring the ball down the floor. These two teams will tangle again on November 4th as Rocky makes the return trip to Pablo. That beautiful stretch of highway right between Polson and Missoula. Three-pointer on the way is no good as Jaden Batista sees it go wide. Here come the Bears. Samuelson drives into the lane, tries the runner off the window, but it'll be waved off on a charge as Mike Leslie collected the charge. Bill Drykosen trying to claim that the foul was committed inside of the restraining circle underneath the hoop. It looked like it happened more over on that right block, as the official told him. Here's Freiberg, another charge going to be called as Freiberg puts a shoulder right into the chest of Trey Larson. And Freiberg has committed his first. That's now 8 team fouls on Salish Kootenai. Austin Payne checks back into the game. He's been a little quiet, 5 points in the contest, but he hasn't played a lot so far in this game. 44-26. Rocky trying to make its lead 20 if it can score a 2-point bucket here. Here's a shot by Leslie. He's trying to do more than that. It rims out, no good. The rebound lost out of bounds off of the fingers of Payne. 3:25 to go before halftime. At the half, we'll give you a statistical wrap-up of the first half, and we'll also check out some college football scores, including a huge day for the Rocky Mountain College football team. Here's a jumper from Aquino Brinson. It's no good. Rebound gathered by Payne. Payne now the trailing three, and that one's good. Nice feed by Cannonen as the three-pointer is up and good for Austin Payne, his second triple of the game. He has 8 points. Rocky's lead balloons to 21. Now a foul going to be whistled as Aquino tried to turn the corner. A lot of whistles in this contest. That's the second on May. And the 10th team foul now on Rocky. And it will send Brinson to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 of 2 from the line so far in this contest. Brinson takes the shot, and that one's no good. Rims out. See some substitutes come into the game as Kobe Morjo comes in, as does Frank Runsabove. Brinson gets ready for the second free throw. This one up, and it is good. Aquino Brinson now with 10 points in the game for Salish Kootenai. On the right side, here's Wallace. He'll fire it out to May. May has it back at the top of the circle, gives to Cannon, and a three on the way. Rims out, no good. And the rebound goes to Leslie. Here's runs above to the trailing Leslie. Tries to feed it inside for Batista, but the ball knocked away by Colin May. Larson has it rather. He'll fire it out to Cannonen, a three no good. Cannonen gets his own rebound. And on the pass out to Payne, it's tipped away and stolen by Kobe Morjo. Here's a three on the other end by runs above. It's no good. Rebound taken by Chad Cannonen. Chad Cannonen, who averaged almost 11 points last year. Wide open for a three-pointer here. That one is short. Rebound loose on the floor. Payne gets it and puts it back in for two. Austin Payne quickly with 10 points. On the other end, here's Batista. He'll feed it inside for Morajo. His pass is stolen away by May. Quickly down the floor they go to Payne, who tries the shot. It's no good. It'll be whistled off on a traveling violation. Joel Towers will check back in. Rocky's lead is 22 with 1:29 remaining in the first half. There's runs above. He'll give it off for Brinson. Brinson gets a screen. Rocky switches. Now Brinson at the foul line takes the fadeaway. It's no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Brinson gets it back, and his lay-in is good for two. Aquino Brinson with 12 points for Salish Kootenai. Top of the circle, here's May. He'll step just inside the line, fires the three. It's no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Gathered up by Brinson. He works to the other side, kicks it out, three-pointer up, and good for Jordan Bautista. His second three-pointer of the game. He has 8. 49-32, a mini run put on by Salish Kootenai here as we close out this first half. Towers fires it out. May, a three-pointer. That one's no good. In and out for Colin May. Now here's Brinson. Has May to beat. Works towards the basket. The runner in the lane is up, no good. Rebound by Franklin. Ahead to May, now to Payne, a three-pointer. That one off the back iron, no good. Wallace there for the board. His putback, no good, but he'll get a free throw. Or two, as they call the foul against Frank Runsabove. That's the 9th team foul. And we will see Wallace go to the line for two. Wallace, 60% foul shooter a year ago for the Bears. Free throw is up and good. Satchel McDonald will check back in, as does Jeremiah Northpegan. Wallace converts the first. His career high was 13 points. He scored that against Salish Kootenai last season here in Billings. Second free throw up, and that one is no good to the left. Payne tips the rebound, collects it, and puts it in for two. Austin Payne with 12 points. There's no slowing him down. 6 seconds to play in the half. Here's Runsabove. Down to 3 seconds. Firing up a three is Brinson. It's no good off the front iron, and that is how we will end the first half. Rocky leads by 20 at halftime. Not the cleanest first half for the Bears, but nonetheless a comfortable margin as we head to the break. 52-32 our halftime score. We'll be back with scores from college football in 3 minutes.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
I maintain my focus just by working my hardest in absolutely everything I do.
In the classroom, on the court, at practice, wherever you're at.
My classes are very rigorous.
At the same time, you need to be able to stay focused and make the right choices and stay on top of things.
Tobacco use would definitely be a negative effect on a student athlete.
Using tobacco really decreases the performance of any athlete.
I wouldn't be able to dance, I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends, I wouldn't be able to hike the M. I think that it would make me less of a focused student.
Distract me from my sport and distract me from my academics.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
For signs big or small, from banners to illuminated, Sign Pro has been your leader in signs since 1990. Sure, you know we provide high-quality displays, magnets, decals, vehicle graphics, certified installers, and more. But have you heard about our new cutting-edge techniques at Sign Pro? UV flatbed technology produces full-color brilliance that no one in the region can match, printing directly to almost any sign surface. The results are faster, higher quality, and much more cost-effective.
Sign up with Sign Pro.
This winter, the pros at Tire-Rama want to get you where you're going safely. When driving conditions are at their worst, good visibility is a game changer. Visit Tire-Rama today for the Napa Auto Care Special. Buy one Napa wiper blade or Napa headlamp and get the second one free. No coupon, no mail-in rebate, no kidding. See better and drive safer with Tire-Rama. More than just a tire store.
Hey man, got some chew?
No, man. This stuff's dangerous.
Hey, can I get a zip?
No way.
Why not?
Give me one good reason.
It's full of toxic chemicals.
It rots your teeth, and it causes cancer.
Prove it.
It says so right in the can.
But why do you do it?
So then why do you chew?
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Your Pizza Hut favorites, just $5 each when you order 2 or more.
So, 2 medium pizzas, just $5 each?
Yes.
Well, all right.
Can we get Wing Street wings for $5 each?
Yes. Can we get pasta? And how about a Hershey's cookie? Yes, and yes.
Can I get pizza for the whole team?
You got it, Mr. Cuban. Just $5 each.
Yes!
It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu, only at Pizza Hut.
We are at the half here. The Rocky Mountain College Battlin Bears leading Salish Kootenai College 52-32 here at the Fortin Center. Tyler Wilchin with you as we work on our halftime show. Let's get some scores from college football, and we've got to start over in Butte. A huge win today for the Rocky football team as they take care of Montana Tech, the number 11 ranked Ore Diggers, as Griff Ames hits a last-second field goal from 45 yards out to give the Rocky football team a 30-27 win. It was the first loss for the Ore Diggers in the last 3 years at home. So amazing win for Coach Petrino and his crew. Probably the biggest win of Coach Petrino's career so far at Rocky. I don't know, there was a Carroll win earlier this year that was pretty big as well and won a couple of seasons ago, but what a huge win for the Rocky Mountain College Battlin Bear football team. Let's take a look at the Big Sky Conference football scoreboard. Montana State defeats Idaho State in Bozeman 28-14, and the University of Montana falls on the road at Weber State 27-41. So the Grizzlies lose, the Bobcats win in Big Sky Conference action. Taking a look at top 25 FBS scores, number 18 Central Florida moves to 7-0 with a 73-33 win over Austin Peay out of the FCS. Number 17 South Florida loses for the first time as Houston comes away with the upset in Tampa, and the final score there is 28-24, Houston with the victory. Number 16 Michigan State upended on the road at Northwestern 39-31 in triple overtime. Number 12 Washington moves to 7-1 with a victory over UCLA 44-23, and Oklahoma State keeps rolling over teams 50-39. They best number 22 West Virginia. Number 9 Notre Dame showing that it's for real with a win at home against number 14 North Carolina State, as they've been a much better story this year than NC State. They fall at Notre Dame today 35-14. Miami with a scare on the road at Chapel Hill, but the number 8 Hurricane take care of North Carolina 24-19. Wisconsin, number 5 team in the land, they beat Illinois 24-10. Number 25, Iowa State upends number 4, TCU, 14-7. Another outstanding story, as Iowa State having an outstanding year in the Big 12. They are on their way to a Big 12 championship if they continue at this current pace. Number 3, Georgia takes care of Florida, 42-20, or 42-7 in that rivalry game. And then Ohio State. When I left to come to the women's game here tonight, that game was put away, but Ohio State comes from behind with 19 points in the fourth quarter to beat number 2 Penn State 39-38. Games in progress right now. Number 15 Washington State trailing on the road at Arizona 10-7. Oklahoma at home over Texas Tech 28-20 at halftime. Number 7 Clemson 24-3 over Georgia Tech with halfway through the third quarter. And number 13 Virginia Tech leads Duke 24-3, just about to go final in that contest. Our score here at the half, Rocky Mountain College men's basketball. They lead it 52-32 over Salish Kootenai College. We'll be back with stats from the first half of play right after these messages. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Local businesses, large and small, are the cornerstone of Montana's communities. And at Stockman Bank, we're honored to help them grow and prosper. We serve our fellow businesses with respect, care, and a personal touch. We know a good lender is a flexible lender who treats business owners as individuals with unique needs and goals. In other words, we treat them the Montana way. It's the only way we know. Stockman Bank. Montana banking, pure and simple.
Hey, can I get a pinch?
You serious? Is this some kind of joke?
No, I'm dead serious.
Sorry, man. You shouldn't chew.
Well, you're doing it.
That's because it's addictive.
Sweet, you got cherry? I want some.
What? No, kid. Go play.
I play baseball, so I'm cool.
This stuff isn't. And you know what? It can actually kill you.
Then why do you do it?
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
EBMS was founded in 1980 to ensure Montana companies could provide health benefits that were both beneficial and affordable. That vision hasn't changed, it's just grown. I joined EBMS more than 20 years ago, and I'm proud to have been part of this growth. Today, more than 300 team members join me at EBMS to offer on-site clinics, wellness, prescription programs, and a full array of benefit services. We've emerged as an industry leader and one of Montana's premier employers.
Join a dynamic organization that offers career growth, exceptional benefits, and support for community involvement. EBMS.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
A home is more than just a building. It's a refuge from the outside world, a place where families can feel safe and secure. At Stockman Bank, we enjoy helping Montanans build and own their own homes. And we treat borrowers like friends and neighbors, because they are. Treating people with respect, care, and a personal touch is the Montana way. It's the only way we know. Stockman Bank. Montana banking, pure and simple.
We're at the half here at the Fortin Center, where Rocky leads 52-32. Let's take a look at first half stats from the game. Starting first with the visitors, Salish Kootenai College. 12 points from Aquino Brinson. He was 2 of 3 from beyond the arc in the first half, had 3 steals. Really the man that makes the show go for the Bison. As he was in the game, it seemed like they kept things close, but when he would go out, that's when Rocky would really go on its runs. 8 points for Jaden Batista, 5 points and a team-high 4 rebounds for Zachary Mills. And then 3 points as well for Mike Leslie. On the other side of the ledger, very balanced scoring tonight for Rocky. 10 points from Gerald Samuelson. He was 3 of 3 from the field and 4 of 4 from the line. Perfect shooting the basketball. He had 4 rebounds, but did turn the ball over 3 times. The leading scorer, as he was on Wednesday night in that first half, was Austin Payne. 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting, 2 of 3 from outside. 9 points from Joel Towers, who was 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. 6 points each for Chad Cannonen and Satchel McDonald. McDonald led the team in rebounding with 5 in that first half. And then 3 points each for Grant Wallace and for Latrell Franklin, who led the team in assists with 3. The Bears out-rebounded the Bison 24-16 in the first half and outscored them in the paint 18-10 on second chance opportunities. Rocky led that category 10-4. The Bears forced 14 turnovers of the Bison, leading to 17 points off of turnovers. The Bears themselves committed 11 turnovers, but that led to just 4 points for SKC. The Bears had 12 assists in the first half and 8 steals as well. We're going to take another timeout, come back and have the start of the second half in just a moment. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battlin Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
In 1968, Homer Scott Sr. purchased a small bank in Sheridan, Wyoming. That endeavor was the start of First Interstate Bank. Homer knew that the bank would only be as strong as the communities it served. Today, Homer's credo still holds true. First Interstate has donated more than $20 million and 154,000 volunteer hours to nonprofit organizations and the communities it serves. First Interstate Bank. It's you and I together.
Make a lasting first impression for your business with a professional sign from Sign Pro. Since 1990, Sign Pro has been serving the Billings area. From vehicle graphics to banners, lighted business signs, decals, and displays, Sign Pro will transform your concept into reality. Explore the endless possibilities Sign Pro can create for your business.
Sign up with Sign Pro.
Find out what you need to know from the experts on yourbigsky.com.
We are community. We are proud. We are business. Nothing sells like success. Western Security Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Team is here when you need us. Offering ACL reconstruction, arthroscopic meniscus treatment, rotator cuff repair, foot and ankle surgery, hip and knee replacements, hand and wrist surgery. Our team of surgeons, therapists, and athletic trainers will get you back in the game. No matter what year you graduated or what your injury. Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Getting ready to start the second half. Rocky with a 20-point halftime lead, 52-32 over Salish Kootenai College. Tyler Wilchin with you here. Pleased that you could join us via YouTube or mtsportscast.com. It should be a fun second half. The first half was a lot more fun than I anticipated, I'll have to tell you that, as Salish Kootenai kept it close early on before Rocky was able to pull away there toward the end of that first half. As the Bears shot 50% from the field, hit 8 of 20 from outside, and 8 of 10 from the foul line. Meanwhile, Salish Kootenai shot 11 of 30 from outside and 5 of 12 from beyond the arc. Hit 5 out of 7 from the charity stripe. As the Bison take the floor, they will send out 5 players as Leslie trots off the bench finally. Aquino Brinson joins him out there along with Freiberg, Bautista, and North Pekin. Meanwhile, starting the second half for Rocky, Latrell Franklin, Satchel McDonald, Chad Cannonen, Jared Samuelson, and Danny Betcher. Betcher has it in the right corner. Back out, Cannonen. He's working against Bautista. They'll rotate it over to the left side. Here's Franklin. Nice bounce pass down low, a no-look feed back out to Franklin. He takes the runner, and that one's good. Latrell Franklin. Salish Kootenai with its first offensive opportunity of this second half. Here's Brinson. It's a high screen from North Pekin. He'll work the left side of the lane and gets the finger roll to fall. Aquino Brinson with 14 points. Franklin on the left, cycles it back to the right. Here's Cannonen with it on the right wing. Feeds Samuelson, who gives it down low for Betcher. They're going to wave off Betcher's shot, saying there was a foul. And they'll call it against Mike Leslie, and that's his 4th. First team foul of the second half. Here's Franklin trying to get it inbound. The ball knocked out of bounds by Freiberg, and they say that Freiberg actually knocked it off of Franklin. So Rocky will turn it back over to Salish Kootenai. Franklin was standing out of bounds and touched the basketball. On the right, Freiberg with it. He'll drift up top, gives down low. Here's North Pekin. He'll lose it, gets it out for Franklin. To the right, Cannonen, a 3-pointer. That one's good. Chad Cannonen for 3. Freiberg bounces to the right side. Here's Brinson. Back out front they go for Bautista. Now Freiberg with 15 to shoot. New player into the game for the first time, Tristan Redhorn. He'll fire it to the right. Bautista misses on the 3, and it comes off for Franklin. Franklin skips it to the left corner for Cannonen. Nice pass to the foul line, finds Betcher. His jumper no good. The putback by Samuelson misses, but Betcher gets the follow. Danny Betcher with his first field goal of the game. It's a 3-point night for him so far. 59-34 is the lead for Rocky. Freiberg slices into the lane, misses on the runner. Here's Cannonen. Tries to go left, has the ball knocked out of his hands, and they'll call the foul against Freiberg, his second. McDonald gets ready to inbound the basketball from the far side. Goes to Cannonen in the corner. Now Samuelson at the elbow, nothing but net. Samuelson has 12. He did miss a shot a moment ago. That was his first miss of the night. But he's back into the scorebooks now. Here's Bautista. Over on the left, Redhorn knocks down the 3. Tristan Redhorn.
For 3, right?
Yeah. Cannonen gives to Samuelson on the elbow. He misses. Rebound loose on the floor. McDonald comes out of the scrum, gives to Samuelson, who gets the lay-in, and he's fouled. Jared Samuelson will go back to the line. They'll call it on Tristan Redhorn, his first. And Jared Samuelson goes to the line where he's perfect tonight, 4 of 4. Frank runs above into the game. Samuelson now with 14 points. This one on the way, and it's good. Jared Samuelson had a quiet 8 points and 5 rebounds on Wednesday, but having his coming out party here in a Rocky uniform tonight. In the left corner, Bautista fires a 3. It's no good. McDonald with the rebound. He'll kick it out on the left for Franklin, who works inside. Nice feed, and Samuelson slams it home. Samuelson was 17. 66-37. Here's Brinson. He'll take a three-pointer. It's no good, and the rebound comes off to Betcher, who throws it off the back of McDonald, who recovers quickly. Franklin into the lane, gets tied up on his way up, and we will have a bumping foul, as they call it, against Frank Runsabove, his third and the fourth team foul of the half on Salish Kootenai. They'll say it occurred before the shot, and we'll see Rocky inbound from the left baseline. Franklin to trigger it in. Over on the left for Cannonen. Cannonen goes back left for Franklin. Long three-pointer. That one's a little bit too long and no good, but the putback is good by Betcher. Under 16 minutes to play. Rocky looking for its second win of the season. They lead Salish Kootenai by 31 points. Going to the rack is Batista, who's able to score. He has 10. In the right block, here's Betcher. Has the ball knocked out of his hands. Brinson comes up with it. He'll work to the other end. Fires into the corner, gets away with a travel. Does Batista, misses long on the three, and the rebound comes off for the Bears. Here's Cannonen in transition, a three-pointer. That one's no good. Rebound tracked down by Betcher. He'll get it out to Samuelson, a three-pointer. In and out, no good. Franklin collects another board for the Bears. He runs the baseline, tries to feed it out to McDonald. Ball tipped, McDonald gets it. Works into the paint and gets the finger roll. 70-39 Bears. On the left is Brinson. He takes a jump stop and gets fouled. I think they're going to get, they actually call Satchel McDonald on it. It almost looked like it was Franklin. First foul of the half on Rocky Mountain College. Betcher will take a seat, as will Franklin. Coming in their places is Grant Wallace and Colin May. Runsabove will inbound from the left baseline. Gets it in quickly for Batista, who had slipped behind May, and Batista is able to get one off the glass. He has 12. Samuelson out on the right for Cannonen. Now to May. Back to Samuelson in the high post. Nice feed out for Chad Cannonen, who misses on the three. The rebound lost out of bounds, and we'll go back to Salish Kootenai. Chad Cannonen had no one within 10 feet of him. And sometimes when you're that wide open, it's hard to make the basket. Here's Brinson on the left. Up top he will go into the hands of Morageau. To Brinson, and a hold going to be called away from the basketball. I think they're going to get Chad Cannonen with the hold. His second foul and the second team foul on Rocky. We will see Joel Towers check back into the game, relieving Cannonen. On the right baseline, Brinson will fire it in. Gets it for Runsabove. Runsabove trying to shake May, goes to the baseline, waits for May to overcorrect and then hits the jumper. Runsabove's first basket of the night. Three-pointer up and good for Joel Towers. Here's Satchel McDonald on the other end. He'll connect on a long jumper. Now in the lane, we'll have a foul called against Rocky as they get Grant Wallace with his second. And we have a timeout on the floor. 75-43 our score. with 13:43 to go. We'll be back in 1 minute.
You've got priorities, things that need to be taken care of and things to pay attention to. It's not easy, but you're making it work. At First Interstate Bank, we know the drill, and just as others are relying on you, you can rely on us to help keep you doing what you do best. Your world's a busy one, full of all kinds of financial choices. You've got people depending on you to make those decisions, and then make breakfast. Financial success on the go? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
Welcome back. Tyler Wilchin with you courtside from the Fortin Center. 75-43 the score. Rocky in front of Salish Kootenai College with 13:43 to go. Rocky with a comfortable lead now of 32 as Salish Kootenai gets ready to inbound the basketball. Freiberg will have it on the left baseline. Bison stack it up along the left side of the lane, and a foul going to be whistled. And a hold by Austin Payne. That's his second and the fourth team foul on the Bears. They get it in for Morajo. He'll fire a long three-pointer, nothing but net. Kobe Morajo looking like Kobe Bryant on that shot. That might be a little bit too much, but here's Payne over on the right side. A three-pointer from May is no good. Rebound tied up, and a foul going to be whistled as they call it on Satchel McDonald. I don't know, that looked pretty clean. Here comes Salish Kootenai. Morajo spotting up, but he doesn't collect the pass on the left side. Getting the lay-in is Jaden Batista. On the other end, Towers back to May at the top of the circle. Back to Towers, and he's fouled in the face. Gets slapped by Morajo. That's his first foul. Fifth team foul. Bears back in action on Wednesday, where they will take on MSU Billings right here in the Fortin Center. That should be an outstanding game. Hope you can come join us. Here's May. He'll work over on the left to the high post for Austin Payne. He dribbles once, now gives to the right side. Towers feeds Wallace, and he will be whistled. The shot will be whistled off for a 3-second violation. Salish Kootenai will bring it down the floor. Freiberg has it on the right, bounces down low for Batista, and a foul going to be called on Joel Towers. They're whistling this game very tight tonight, even though it's nearly a 30-point margin. And we will see Betcher check in on the next dead ball. Out at the front of the key, here's North Pegan. He will get trapped at the foul line, takes the turnaround shot. It is up, and on the second, Karam finds its way through the net. North Pegan with 4 points. 25-point lead here for Rocky. At the high post, Payne. He'll kick it out to May on the right side. Misses long on the three-pointer. The rebound will go out of bounds. Last touch by Satchel McDonald. Danny Betcher will check back in, taking the place of Grant Wallace. And the Bison will take it the length of the floor. Here's Freiberg. Freiberg dribbling on the right wing. He'll give it up top. Dribbling is Morajo, back to Freiberg. A pass on the right is tipped away and stolen, went right through the hands of the Bison player. Now McDonald has it. Tries to give it up top for Towers. The ball tipped away and taken Here comes Batista the other way. He'll try the finger roll, it's no good. Tries the putback, it's also no good. And this time the rebound goes to Betcher. Out to Towers. Towers driving, kicking out. Payne, he'll try it from the foul line. The jumper off the mark. And another whistle on the rebound. I think they're going to get Colin May with his third foul. I think that's team foul number 6 now on the Bears. So we're going to get a timeout here by Coach Drykosen. He's not happy with what he's been seeing. 11:41 left to go, and Rocky's lead is 75-50. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Planning a stay in Billings? See what the newly renovated Billings Hotel and Convention Center can do for you. With its state-of-the-art sound system, the Billings Hotel and Convention Center is the best place in Billings to host your next meeting or conference. Ease your cares from traveling in the newly renovated rooms, or relax in the hot tub while the kids enjoy both of the indoor water slides. And if you want to really enjoy the big game, experience the renovated Sports Lounge, complete with giant flat screens for your viewing pleasure. Locally owned and operated, the Billings Hotel and Convention Center is your best bet on your next stay in Billings.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy, but for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Rocky Mountain College leading Salish Kootenai College 75-50 with 11 minutes and 41 seconds to play here at the Fortin Center. Coach Drykosen and his squad had their lead over 30 at one point, but the Bison able to make this a slimmer margin. A lot of fouls being called here in this second half, each team with 16 fouls already. Here's May getting ready to throw it in, gets it in for Payne, who's able to lay it in for 2. Nice out of bounds play drawn up there by Coach Drykosen. And it's a 77-50 lead for the Bears. On the right, Batista throws it down low, gets it back out, tries the three-pointer. That one's up and good. I beg your pardon, that was Alex Pakotis on that right wing. Pakotis coming off the bench to score the triple. May, top of the circle, the Towers in the right corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped out. Trey Larson has it back underneath. Towers gets the lay-in for 2. He has 14 points. On the other end, Freiberg ties up with Towers. Towers gets the steal, racing the other way, tries the lay-in, and it's waved off on a travel. The ball given back to Salish Kootenai College. Here's Batista. Batista up top for runs above. Back to Batista. Entry pass down low to Leslie. His turnaround hangs on the rim, no good. Rebound tipped by Freiberg. He'll put it back up, and this one's good off the glass for 2. Tyson Freiberg. 79-55, the score. Up top, here's Towers. He'll give it right for Larson. Down to the baseline, to the cutting Payne, who will lay it in for 2. Tyson Payne with 16. The turnaround on the way is no good, tipped in the air. Austin Payne there to block it. And the ball lands with the Bears. Here's Larson driving in, feeds it off, and a foul going to be whistled. I think they're going to get this before that shot was taken, as they will call it against Jordan Batista. And a 1-for-1 opportunity upcoming here for Trey Larson. That was the second on Batista. And so far, Trey Larson, of all the players who's gotten into the game for Rocky, is the only player to have not scored. So he can correct that right now. And the free throw is good, so he earns himself one more. Trey Larson, the junior out of Gillette, Wyoming, averaged just under a point per game last season. Shot 50% from the foul line. He had 8 points on Wednesday night. Second free throw is good. Now Freiberg slices the other way to Redhorn. In the corner they go to Brinson. Brinson around a Larson screen to the top of the circle. Bounces right for Freiberg. Freiberg loses the ball but gathers it. Now takes the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound tipped in the air, and Payne has it, but a foul whistled. I think they're going to get Redhorn for a reach. Tristan Redhorn is whistled on the foul, his second, and now we've got another one-for-one opportunity. So both teams now in the bonus, or I should say Salish Kootenai will be on the next Rocky foul, but we're shooting from here on out, folks. Joel Towers at the line where it is unfamiliar territory tonight. It rolls off, no good. Freiberg takes the rebound the other direction. Slices into the lane, and a foul going to be called. They'll wave it off on a charge. Freiberg ran right over the top of his defender.
Offensive foul,
and that is his third. Frank runs above, checks back in, relieving Freiberg. I think that was Joel Towers who got trucked underneath the basket. May back to Towers on the right. Now they'll go left side for Larson. Back to Towers. Still in the zone defense is Salish Kootenai. The shot by Larson is no good from the baseline, and on the rebound we'll have another whistle. They'll call this one on Danny Betcher, and we'll have free throws on the other end. Jared Samuelson will come back in, relieving Betcher. And at the line is Jeremiah Northpegan, shooting 1 for 1. Earns himself one more. It is up, and this one rolls off, no good. Rebound gathered by Payne. On the right, they bounce it into the corner. Towers, the three-pointer. That one's good. Joel Towers, his fifth triple of the game, I beg your pardon. Towers is 5 of 7 from outside. He has 17 points. Here's the feed from Redhorn. Down low to Leslie, misses off the side of the backboard, and the rebound is taken by Jared Samuelson. Towers gonna spot up another triple, and you can count it. 20 points for Joel Towers. Here's Redhorn to the baseline, a jumper on the way. That one's good. Tristan Redhorn. He has 5. Larson, left-hand side. They bounce it further into the corner for Towers, out to Payne, who hits it from the elbow. Austin Payne with 18 points. On the other end, Redhorn, a 3 is on line, but short. And the rebound comes down to May. May out on the other end, gives it to Larson, who slices in and lays it up for 2. 93-58, Rocky in front. Here's runs above a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound taken by Samuelson. May slicing the other way to Larson, a 3. No good. Towers with the rebound. He'll back it out. That one didn't hit the rim, so they don't reset the shot clock, and Larson is in pain over on that far side right after he took the shot. Yeah, he, much like what happened to May in the first half, took a knee, and will come out of the game here as we see Tegan Johnson out of Dutton, Montana, check in for the first time. May gets the inbound pass. Up top, here's Johnson. Johnson into the corner for Towers. He'll fire up another triple. That one's long. Or short, rather, I guess. And then on the other end, here's Salish Kootenai. Runs above. Nearly takes the heat check. Instead goes to the right and inside. A foul going to be called. I think they're going to get Towers with the violation. That's his second. And now team foul number 8 against Rocky. So we will see Batista at the line for 2. Actually, it's a 1-for-1 opportunity here for Batista. It is up and good, so he earns himself one more. One more on the way here for Batista. He's had himself a pretty good night. Now 16 points after he connects on the second free throw. 93-60. Rocky Mountain College. Towers left side for Cannonen. Cannonen has it. He'll try a three-pointer. That one's long. Rebound tipped out and lost out of bounds off of Latrell Franklin. And we have a timeout on the floor. Rocky leads at 93-60. We're back in 1 minute.
I'm Robbie Smith, and when you come to our dealership, you will see we all do business the Bob Smith way. We understand that in today's marketplace, you can buy online or pretty much any place to purchase your next vehicle. But at Bob Smith, we believe we can give you that next level of service, something beyond internet shopping. We provide you with the service, parts, and follow-up to make sure you're satisfied for the life of your vehicle. We are Bob Smith.
As the saying goes, it takes a village. But we think there's more to it than that. At First Interstate Bank, we've come to realize that sometimes all it takes is a single person. A smile, a handshake, a tip of the hat, and the knowledge that you can count on them to be by your side. That things are going to be done and done right. Being a part of our community, it's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
.6:44 left to play. Rocky is up by 33. Salish Kootenai team, just when Rocky shuts the door, they'll crack it back open just a little bit. So the Bears have to be vigilant over these last few minutes of the game. Franklin is guarding Tyson Shambo as he crosses into the front court. Franklin, Johnson, Samuelson, Payne, and May on the floor for Rocky. Shot is missed. Rocky comes away with the rebound. Here's Franklin between the circles. It's a screen from Payne, goes to the left, bounces back to the right, and a blocking foul going to be whistled against Kobe Morajo. His second. 1-for-1 opportunity coming here for Latrell Franklin, the transfer out of Citrus College. It is up, and actually he gets 2 because that is the 10th team foul on Salish Kootenai. Second one is nothing but net. Latrell Franklin, 6 points tonight. Driving left is Batista. He'll take the runner. It's no good. Rebound taken by Johnson. Tegan Johnson out of Dutton, Montana. Gets into the corner for May. To the foul line, a jumper for Payne. That one is good. Austin Payne. He had 28 points on Wednesday, 20 points tonight. Now Samuelson steps in front of a pass that was intended for Leslie. And the Bears nearly turn it over as a nice play there by Morajo to deflect the ball out of bounds. And the Bears will inbound near center court. Get it in for Franklin. He'll drive to the left, hands it off for Johnson. Johnson back to the top of the key. Goes right for Franklin. Franklin loses the basketball, but gathers it in the corner. Now gets trapped, stepped on the sideline, but they're going to call a foul. They'll call the foul on Tyson Shambo, his second. Now we got 2 more free throw here for Latrell Franklin. First is good. We see Alex Pakotis check back into the game. Second one up, and that one is good. 98-60. Bears trying to break the century mark for the second straight game. Here's Morajo to the left for Batista. Batista content to dribble between the circles and finally hands it off. Has it back. 4 seconds to shoot. Will take the three-pointer. His defender had overcommitted, but he's not able to capitalize. Here's Franklin feeding it back into Payne, who's able to lay it up for 2. 22 points for Austin Payne. 100-60 is the score. 4.5 minutes to go. Samuelson bats away another pass, and he gets fouled in transition as they will whistle Morajo for his third. And Jared Samuelson, who's been automatic from the line tonight, will go back to it. He has 17 points, and he's 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. And the first is good.
And for the Bison, number 24, Tyson Freiberg.
Freiberg will check back in for the Bison. And now another one in the queue for Samuelson, nothing but net. 19 points now for Jared Samuelson. He'll come out in favor of Grant Wallace. Larson will check in for Colin May. And the Bears will go back on defense. Here's Freiberg dribbling on the right. Bouncing there. Now they'll get it in for Leslie. His shot is no good, rebounded by Payne. Here's Franklin, bouncing low for Wallace. He tries to get the reverse, it's no good, but he'll go to the line for 2. They'll call it on Mike Leslie, and Leslie is out of the game. Grant Wallace will go to the line for 2. The substitute is Brinson. Wallace, 3 points in the game. He is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Wallace buries the first. Now we will see another substitute come in as Isaac Martell will check into the game. The 6-foot junior out of Big Fork. Latrell Franklin will come out. Wallace, free throw is no good. Rebounded by Johnson. His put back up, no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line for 2 more. They call it on Alex Pakotis, his first.
Bison foul, 33, Alex Pakotis.
Tegan Johnson. First free throw up, and he is into the scoring column. So again, it's Isaac Martell, who I think was the only Bear not to score the other night. He's the only one left now. 4 minutes to correct that. Tegan Johnson gets his second free throw to fall. 105-60 the score. Driving left is Brinson. He's fouled and will go to the line. And they're going to call this one on Shambo. Or excuse me, on Trey Larson. 9th team foul on the Bears. Here is Brinson at the line to shoot 2. 1 for 1. This one actually rims out, no good. Put back up and no good. And Payne will come away with it. On the left, Martell. He'll feed it lower for Wallace. His shot on the way. That one's good. Grant Wallace. On the left is Freiberg. He'll dribble up top. In the corner. Loses the basketball on an errant pass. Larson has it on the other end. One-handed bounce pass down the floor for Wallace is taken away by Batista to North Pegan, and his lay-in will go in and out, and the rebound will go out of bounds off of Larson. Towers will check back into the game. 3 minutes left to play. Austin Payne will come out. Freiberg triggers the inbound pass. Gets it in for Brinson, who loses it off of his fingertips. They're actually going to say that it was tipped by Larson. I don't think so, but nonetheless, they keep it. And the ball ends up in the hands of North Pegan, who's able to lay it in for 2. Towers has it on the right, up top. Now they'll give it for Martell. Kicks out to Johnson. He goes to the baseline, out to Larson, a three-pointer. No good. Rebound comes off for Salish Kootenai. Brinson has it, quickly feeds the floor for Freiberg. Out to the foul line. Here's North Pegan slicing in, and he's able to score the basket and a foul. They're going to call this on Grant Wallace, his 3rd, and the 10th team foul on Rocky.
For the Bison, number 11, Frank.
No.
Again, Frank, roughly about Tyson Shambo. And number 34, Tristan Redmond.
Runs above Shambo and Redhorn back into the game. Free throw is up and no good. Rebound will come off for Wallace. (107-64). The high-low feed here as Wallace is able to lay it in for 2. Grant Wallace having himself a pretty good second half here. 5 points in the second half, 8 on the game. Now a steal by Tegan Johnson. Johnson running the floor with Martell. Martell can't gather in the pass, but Johnson's able to get it. Feeds Wallace, who lays it in for another 2 points. On the other end, runs above a 3. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Martell. Great board there. Skies above everyone. Feeds the right side. Towers into the paint for Wallace, who gets another lay-in. 12 points for Wallace. Here's runs above as we near a minute to play in this one. Bounces to the right side. Now goes down low, and a foul going to be called, and they're going to call a charge against North Pegan. Got his elbow into the breadbasket of his defender. And we will see Kobe Morajo check back in, relieving North Pegan. Here's Larson. Over to the right side for Towers. Back to Larson, now to Johnson, into Martell. Nice feed to Wallace, who gets another lay-in. Grant Wallace. Now with 14. On the other end, a three-pointer up. And it's no good, but a foul going to be whistled. As Morajo hit the deck, they'll call it on Trey Larson. Morajo will get 3 free throws. 51 seconds left, and it is a 50-point ball game. Shot up and good by Morajo. Second one up and good. And now he'll try one more. Morajo gets them all. 49 seconds to go. Here's Larson, bouncing to the high post for Martell. He'll fire up the shot. It's no good. Rebound, shotgun down the floor. On the outlet pass, runs above, able to score. The women's basketball team for Salish Kootenai sitting right behind their bench, and they are a loud bunch. Over on the right, Towers going to fire a 3. That one's good. Joel with another 3-pointer. That's his 7th of the game. Now a shot falls short, 19 seconds to go. The shot clock is off, and I think Coach Drykosen is going to be content to allow the time to run off on this one. Here's Larson, over to Martell. Martell with 6 seconds to go. We'll see the time run off as Rocky moves to 2-0 with a 118-69 victory over Salish Kootenai College. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back to wrap things up in 2 minutes.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. You want a large hand-tossed pepperoni and mushroom? $10. Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carryout deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
My grandfather had a vision to build a car dealership way out in the west end of Billings on 24th and Central. All that was there was a Kmart, Sades Drive-In, and Stewart Barn, even before Rimrock Mall. Now Billings has grown up around us, and we're still here. The Lincoln brand was strong then, and it's stronger today than it's ever been. He was Bob Smith. We are Bob Smith. It's not just a name, it's a way of doing business.
It hasn't been an easy path, but looking back, you wouldn't change a thing. Tradition, heritage, as well as keeping an eye out for the future, are all part of belonging to this place. We feel the same way, not only about life here, but about banking and our responsibility to be there for you in any way we can. Financial success at home and on the range, it's bigger than banking. It's you and I, together.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home, while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future, while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort, while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
Final score from the Fortin Center. Rocky wins it 118-69. Let's give you a statistical wrap-up of this game. The Bears shot 55% from the floor, 36% from beyond the arc, where they hit 13 out of 36. 7 of those triples belong to Joel Towers. He leads all scorers with 23 points, hit 7 of 10 from outside, had 2 assists, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds in the game. 19 points for Jared Samuelson, who was 6 of 9 from the floor and 7 of 7 from the foul line. He added 8 rebounds as well. 14 points for Grant Wallace coming off of the bench. He was perfect, 6 of 6 from the floor. 10 points, 7 rebounds for Satchel McDonald, 9 points, 3 boards for Chad Cannonen. 5 points, 9 boards for Danny Betcher, 8 points and 6 boards for Latrell Franklin, who added 6 assists and a steal. Rounding out scores, Colin May had 2, Trey Larson had 4, and Tegan Johnson had 2. Again, Austin Payne with another strong showing tonight. He has 22 points, the second leading scorer on the team, 10 of 13 from the floor, added 5 rebounds as well. On the other side, the leading scorer was Jaden Batista with 16 points and 14 from Aquino Brinson, who added 3 steals for Salish Kootenai. Rocky forced 24 turnovers, which turned into 30 points off of turnovers tonight. Rocky out-rebounded Salish Kootenai 54-28. The Bears had 32 assists in the game, 17 turnovers, and 16 steals. Salish Kootenai shot 39% from the floor, 33% from outside, and 69% from the charity stripe. Bears able to outscore the Bison 48-22 in the paint, 30-10 on points off of turnovers, 25-8 on second chance opportunities, and 15-10 on fast break opportunities. Another strong night for the Rocky bench, which is able to score 67 of the 118 points that Rocky scored in the basketball game. What a fun night, both the Rocky men and women defeating Salish Kootenai College. For the men, they're now 2-0. The women are 1-0. These 4 teams, I should say, will all tangle again in Pablo on November the 4th. That will be the next game for the women. The next game for the men, however, is on November 1st. Wednesday night, the crosstown rivalry, as MSU Billings will come to town for a 7 p.m. tip-off here at the Fortin Center. Should be an entertaining one. Hopefully you'll be able to come and join us for that one. I want to thank Brad Ritterott, who's been our producer, engineer, and director of this game here tonight. Also want to thank our outstanding camera folks for giving you these wonderful angles. What a fun night here in the Fortin Center. I'm Tyler Wilchin. We will see you next time. And we will step aside.
For signs big or small, from banners to illuminated, Sign Pro has been your leader in signs since 1990. Sure, you know we provide high-quality displays, magnets, decals, vehicle graphics, certified installers, and more. But have you heard about our new cutting-edge techniques at Sign Pro? UV flatbed technology produces full-color brilliance that no one in the region can match, printing directly to almost any sign surface. The results are faster, higher quality, and much more cost-effective.
Sign up with Sign Pro.
This winter, the pros at Tire-Rama want to get you where you're going safely. When driving conditions are at their worst, good visibility is a game changer. Visit Tire-Rama today for the Napa Auto Care Special. Buy 1 Napa wiper blade or Napa headlamp and get the second one free. No coupon, no mail-in rebate, no kidding. See better and drive safer with Tire-Rama. More than just a tire store.